Hello. Hi. Welcome to my channel. My name is Amber, and I wanted to create a video formally welcoming you to my channel. But I want to create this video with a little bit of a twist. We are going to be having a funeral. Please don't get scared. Please don't go anywhere. I am not sure if I want to have this funeral as my welcome video just because I'm a Scorpio and it feels right. Or if I just really need to symbolically see things die before I feel like I can really become that version of myself that this channel needs to see. So that's honestly why I'm going to have a funeral right now. And I'm inviting you all along on the journey. So, one, welcome to my channel. Two, get ready to see these old versions of myself die because I'm finna put them to rest with you all. You ready? Let's go. I don't know what else to put as music. Like, what kind of music do they play at a funeral during the funeral? Like, I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, welcome to today's funeral. Today we'll be putting to rest 3 different aspects of Amber that have to die in order for this channel to progress. I'm actually very excited to welcome you all today. I'm also very excited for these things to finally be put to rest. This funeral is a celebration of death. So, let's get started. The first aspect of Amber that will be laid to rest today is her wasted time and potential. Amber is 32 years old, and for some reason she feels like she has wasted a lot of time and potential because she spent a lot of her early years dealing with crippling social anxiety. As a result, Amber lived her life very closed off, staying far, far away from people and not really getting the chance to really be who she is because she feared being perceived negatively by others, so she mainly lived her life in a shell. Because of this, Amber feels as though she has wasted a lot of time. At 32, life starts to tell you, hey, you're getting old. I think it's time you settle down. I think it's time you stop. Amber doesn't feel like she ever actually started because of said crippling social anxiety. At 32, for some reason, Amber really does feel like she has wasted a lot of time in her life and a lot of years that she could have spent being herself. But one thing Amber needs to realize is that all of the things that led up to this point now are actually the things that make her her. Amber actually did not waste time. Amber used all of that time to become Amber. So I, Amber, am putting said wasted time and potential that Amber thinks she was doing to rest because Amber really didn't waste time or potential. 32 is actually not that old. So, rest in piss, wasted time and potential. We don't love you. For those of you that might be getting a little bit antsy, I, Amber, only have 3 things to put to rest today. I already said the first one, so there's only 2 more. Don't worry, it's almost over. I don't like funerals either, to be honest with you. But shit gotta die sometimes, okay? And shit is always gonna die. All right, next. Amber will also be laying to rest the old version of herself that resonated with having social anxiety. Sometimes Amber still believes she's that person, even though she hasn't been that person in almost 10 years. Amber really needs to lay this old version of Amber to rest because how else will she progress and become who she's supposed to be if she's still thinking that that person is in here? Sometimes we hold ourselves back from being the people that we're really meant to be because we cling to who we've always been. Who we've always been is comfortable. Who we've always been is somebody that we already know. We don't want to get to know the newer versions of ourselves. We don't want to get to know the deeper versions of ourselves. But sometimes we have to. And we have to let those older versions of ourselves die. So the second thing being laid to rest is that old version of myself. Rest in piss, bitch. I'm not gonna miss you. Last, but certainly not least, is imposter. The last thing that is getting laid to rest is imposter syndrome. Amber really only developed imposter syndrome when she stopped having social anxiety. As soon as Amber got out into the world and started doing all of the things that she wanted to do, she started to feel imposter syndrome because she started to feel like that old version of herself. But in order to combat that, Amber usually just pushed forward and continued to do the things that she had never done before. But even when you push forward and do the things that you've never done before, that imposter kind of still sits here on your shoulder. And so the last thing dying in this funeral today is that imposter syndrome that still sits on my shoulder from time to time. Screw her. She really ain't shit for real, for real. Like, I don't even know where she really came from. And I'm sorry to be talking about her like that at her funeral, but for real, she can also rest in piss. I want to thank you all for attending today's funeral. I also want to encourage you all to have a funeral for older versions of yourself as well. Really sit there and write a eulogy for those old versions of yourself and have a funeral for them so that way they can really actually die. Sometimes we really do need a visual representation of things so that way we can start new chapters. That way we can really transform. Maybe we need to visually see some things dying. Maybe we need to visually see some people leaving our lives. Maybe we need to visually kill off old versions of ourselves. So I suggest you have funerals or a funeral for old versions of yourself as well. So with that being said, thank you for attending this funeral. I love you. Bye. Until next time.